All right, this video I'm talking about how to split a score into parts. This is actually, I think it's easier than it used to be since they've updated Musescore. So it's actually pretty easy. So you just go to File, Parts. I would recommend not doing this until you're pretty sure that you're mostly done with it, just because sometimes it creates problems if you make a lot of changes or add parts or subtract parts from your score and then you try to go change your parts. But so usually I just do new all because I want to make parts for every single thing in my score. So I'm click OK. And you notice it brings up all these tabs up here for each instrument, and it just has the individual part for each instrument. And it does convert any measures that are empty. It converts into multi-measure rests. So you can edit on the part side, but you can't get into that multi-measure rest. So you have to go back to your score to edit anything there. But you can, I believe, pretty sure that if you edit it here, it'll show up in your score. Yes, it does. So let's say I want to use this music for pet band. Pet band music is small. It's like half of a page with smaller margins. So this is how I change my layout. Honestly, I mean, if you're using this just for concert band, it doesn't really matter, or any kind of concert where it doesn't really matter what size the sheet music is. You can just kind of leave it as is or change it to your liking, however you prefer it to look. But for pet band music, you have to tweak quite a few things. So obviously, you would have more music than this. You would want to make sure that it takes up a little less than half of the page. Then we would go into layout, page settings. We want to change these margins. In the past, I think I've done about 22 on either side. And that seems to work pretty well. You can shrink the top margin so you get a little bit of extra space up top. If you need to shrink the bottom margin, you can do that too. So it makes it skinnier so it fits in those flip folders better. And usually 22 inches is a pretty good size. I'm not sure it's quite as narrow as some of the stuff you would buy, but this works pretty well. And then this, you can change the font size of everything, text properties. We can shrink the font. You can move this around. Just tweak things. Mainly, I like to change the font size on things. If I have rehearsal numbers, by the way, you can add rehearsal numbers in. That's not for you. That's what it's for. Select the note, Control M, and it gets you a measure number or a rehearsal number. So these, you can also change the font size on those. You want text style. Text properties only affects the one thing that you're editing then. Text style affects all of them like that in its document. So I want to change this to 10, make it pretty small. You can apply it just to this part, or you can apply it to all the parts. Go ahead and apply it to all the parts because I'm going to do that in all the parts anyway. So, and it saves you a little bit of space too.